I just feel like there's something else that you're pushing on me right now that I can't really resonate with.
What's up, fam? Welcome to another Tay and Steph reaction video. In this reaction video, we're going to react to a short history of slavery. Hey, man, if you want to request videos, leave a comment in the comment section down below. We would love to react to one of your requested videos. Without further ado, man, let's get into the video.
And now for a brief history of slavery. Here's the first thing you need to know. Slavery was not invented by white people. It did not start in 1619 when the first slaves came to Jamestown. It existed before then. It did not start in 1492 when Columbus discovered the New World. In fact, when the intrepid explorer landed in the Bahamas, the native Taino tribe hoped that he would help them defeat their aggressive neighbors, the Caribs. The Caribs enslaved the Taino and, on occasion, served them for dinner. Slavery existed in Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. The word slave actually comes from the Slavs of Eastern Europe. Millions of them, all white by the way, were captured and enslaved by Muslims in the 9th century and later by the Ottoman Turks. Slavery existed when the Roman Empire controlled the Mediterranean and most of Europe from the 1st through the 5th centuries. Slavery existed when Alexander the Great...
I feel like, before we tap in, I feel like I get this stuff kind of trigger people like woo-de-woo, and she is sharing the history. She ain't sharing nothing maybe that's too off. I think her demeanor kind of throw people off.
What you mean?
It's like you sharing the truth, but your demeanor is so nonchalant. It's like, I'm going to share the truth no matter how you feel type of thing. So it's a way to share something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not that somebody don't agree with her. Again, I don't know the history. That's why I'm watching the video. You feel me? But your demeanor, the aggression in your tone, the way
I think she's just reading off something. So maybe she's, you know how like teachers get in front of the classroom and just read a story. Like that's what I'm getting the vibe. Like she's just reading something.
I get the vibe is like she knows it's gonna trigger somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I can see that.
But it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I understand the internet, but it's just like, you know what I'm saying? And it might be true. I don't know. Y'all tell me if this stuff is true, if it's accurate, what's not accurate. You know what I'm saying? We just learning. But yeah, this is just, you know what I'm saying, just the tone kind of, you
throws
feel
you
me?
off.
Conquered Persia in the 4th century BC. It was so common that Aristotle simply considered it natural. The slave master model was just how the world operated in the great philosopher's day. Slavery existed during the time of the ancient Egyptians 5,000 years ago. As far back as we can go in human history, we find slavery. As renowned historian John Steele Gordon notes from time immemorial, slaves were a major item of commerce. As much as a third of the population of the ancient world was enslaved. Here's the second thing you need to know. White people were the first to formally put an end to slavery. In 1833, Britain was the first country in the history of the world to pass a Slavery Abolition Act. They were quickly followed by France, who in 1840...
I ain't a historian, but I don't too much agree with that. And y'all can check this. This is why. She went all the way back and said 5,000 years ago that slavery was existing. I'm like, yeah. Right? What happened to Moses? How you skip all the way to 1838 talking about putting an end to slavery? Come on, we're going to keep it a buck.
We got to go all the way back.
We got to go all the way back. Keep going. Don't give, you know what I'm saying, shout out to, you know what I'm saying? But don't get the white people all the credit. It's like you trying to push a narrative. Let's go all the way back to the slavery. Let my people go. You feel me? And it's cool. And shout out to the white people that did, you know, put you know what I'm saying, abolitionists and people that fought for the shout out to them. But I'm saying let's go all the way back if we're going to go back for real. Don't just come to 1833.
Yeah, I can see
feel me?
I can see that.
Abolished slavery in her many colonies. Then, of course, came the 13th Amendment in the United States Constitution. After centuries of human slavery, white men led the world in putting an end to the abhorrent practice. That includes...
Oh yeah, and I would say too, like in a lot of senses, and I get, because they might say with the laws and stuff, it's like, oh, they put official in as far as laws are concerned. But then you still got sex trafficking. You still got all other type slavery going on.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you ain't put an end to slavery
because there is a such thing as modern day slavery.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think, it's something to the whole Moses situation of ending slavery. I ain't saying he ended because, again, black people still got enslaved. Other people still got enslaved. Yeah. But at the same time, people still enslaved. So white people didn't put an end to slavery as an absolute thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
You feel me?
I agree.
300,000 Union soldiers, overwhelmingly white, who died during the Civil War. Now, am I saying that this makes white people better than anyone else? Of course not. My purpose here is to simply tell the truth, and the truth is that human history is complicated. No one, regardless of skin color, stands guiltless. Yet today we are never told to consider the murderous Persian Empire or the cannibalism of indigenous tribes of North and South America or the heinous actions under the imperialistic Muslim, Chinese, Mongol, or Japanese empires, to name just a few. Instead, we're told that slavery is a white phenomenon. And like all persistent lies, this lie spawns a bunch of other lies. On social media, I come across extraordinary depictions about how Africans lived like pharaohs before Europeans came and laid waste to their paradise. I wish any of this were true, but it's not. It's a fantasy. The truth is that Africans were sold into slavery by other black Africans, and in many cases,
and that's bogus,
sold for items as trivial as gin and mirrors. Whites didn't go into the interior and round up the natives. They waited on the coast for their black partners to bring them black bodies. The stark reality is that our lives had very little value to our ancestors. Here's the third thing you need to know. If you think slavery is a relic of the past, you're wrong. There are some 700,000 slaves in Africa today, right now. That's the lowest estimate that I could find. Other sources say there are many more. For context, that's almost twice as many slaves as were ever brought to the United States.
They go back to not
child soldiers, human trafficking, forced labor. These are the conditions that currently exist within the same sub-Saharan region where the transatlantic slave trade originated. African bodies are being sold today like they were sold then, and no, they are not being purchased by any country of white men. In fact, slavery, by any traditional definition, is exclusively practiced today within non-white countries. But we hear almost nothing about that. Just like we hear nothing about how slavery was universal until good people in Europe and America ended it 2 centuries ago. Why? Because our so-called leaders, black and white, wouldn't profit from it. Black victimhood is nothing if not profitable. It elects politicians and funds racial grievance groups. And if black Americans
what you think about what they saying about that?
It's giving real conspiracy theorists. Like, that's what it's giving. Like, I don't know. I can't say that I necessarily agree, and I can't say that I necessarily disagree, but I just feel like there's something else that you're pushing on me right now that I can't really resonate with. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I was gonna say they were saying I'm gonna finish on a couple minutes.
View themselves as partners in the American dream. If we embraced the patriotic spirit that holds all men are created equal, the patriotic spirit that is our real heritage, then the race hustlers would soon be out of business. And who wants that? I'm Candice Owens, author of Blackout for Prager University. Thank you for watching this video.
All right. So it's a couple things. Number one, I don't know who Candice Owens is. Y'all probably should know that we haven't really been into politics. We have a friend named Rico, Life for Reckless. Y'all might know him. Shout out to Life for Reckless. He got a YouTube channel. If you don't know him, follow him. And he kind of put us on and said, man, y'all got to react to these type videos. And so, we don't really know too much about politics. So y'all let us know what other videos to react to. Let us know who Candice Owens is, what y'all think about slavery. Yeah. Was there things in here that was lies? Was there a lot of truth that we should dig into? More videos that y'all know that we should, spawn over to. But yeah, it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? I think it's always good to, just sit, marinate on what happened. I think it's good to still be talking about slavery. That's one thing. Just keeping the conversation in the mix. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that slavery under no under no conditions is, legitimate. I think that humans are, humans have dignity. You feel me? So we shouldn't be enslaving people in a way that is demeaning or degrading to them. You feel me?
Right.
So, yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man, in the comment section down below. If y'all rock this video, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get 100K.
Hey.
And yeah, man, we love y'all, and we will see y'all
in the next video. Peace.